Hey, good morning. Welcome back to YouTube, okay? And welcome to the state of Washington, okay? State of Washington in the tax sales. So let's get into some information here of how the state of Washington works, okay? Well, we know the state of Washington is a tax deed state, okay? And in a tax deed state, we're going to be bidding to own the property. Now, remember, state of Washington, okay, is kind of on the West Coast. You remember, okay? We've got to know where the states are located. So think about it, is California, and then you have Nevada, then you have, you go up in Oregon, state of Washington, okay? So more of the northern West Coast is the state of Washington, okay? And we really have to know, especially if we're going to do the tax sales, where these states are located, okay? That's the fundamentals we have to know. We have to know at least the U.S. map. All right, so anyways, state of Washington we know is a tax deed state. Tax deed state, we're going to be bidding to own the property. So remember this, okay? When the auction happens, when you're going to register for the state of Washington, and the auction is going to be going on, you're going to bid to own that property. So you got to make sure you do some good research, numbers and everything, because you're going to own it, okay? Next thing we have to know is what? Well, where are the auctions held, okay? So there's two places they're basically held. One place is that they held are online, which is on the computer. And the second type of auction they are held are in-person auction. So let's talk about online auction. One of the big sites that state of Washington uses is what? Bid for assets. Bid for assets, okay? So in bid for assets, what happens there, okay, is that you're going to register and you're going to provide your information and you're going to bid on the internet, okay, or on the computer system, you could say. And you're going to bid against everybody else around the world. Think about it that way, okay? Now, it's more convenient for you, okay? You can just wake up, get in your PJs, okay, and then bid. And you're going to bid against everybody else, okay, who has the internet. Now, when you do it in person, it's a little different because you have to be there in person. You got to drive down there and you got to register, show them your driver's license, your identification and everything, and fill out some certain documents. And you're going to only bid against the people who are there in person, okay? So you, as the tax sale investor, have to decide, where do I want to go, okay? Do I want to go to the ones in person, which I'm going to have to drive up there? Maybe I might have to stay at a hotel, or if I can get some friends to crash, okay, over there. And it's going to cost you a little money, the gas, maintenance on your car, or if you get a rental car, you have to stay at the hotel and maybe some food, all right? Or do I want to go on the internet, okay? Internet's going to be much more easier, cheaper, but more competition, all right? So we have to know these different ways to do it. Well, the auction handles is very simple, okay? They will usually open up the bid or the auction at the delinquent taxes. So whatever is owed on taxes, okay? Think about that. Whatever is owed on taxes plus penalties, interest, and legal fees and publication fees, all these junk fees, okay? They're going to add on, and that's going to be the opening price of buying the tax deed, okay? So whoever pays the highest amount at the auction in the state of Washington will what? Win the property. They'll win the property, okay? So we've got to really do some homework, okay? We've got to really know, okay, with the taxes opening up at $3,000 or $4,000, and the house is worth $300,000, it's probably not going to sell for $3,000 or $4,000. Okay, it's probably going to sell much higher. So we've got to really know that situation. It's very, very important, okay? Now, you also got to make sure that you register properly, because a lot of people make the huge mistakes and they register wrong, okay? They try to do their LLC or their company, and the company's not approved to do business in that state, so they get kicked out, and then they miss up the auction, okay? So you have to know all these rules and regulations before the auction happens, okay? All these, what you have to do in order to be approved, because the county is going to be the one to approve you, okay? So, hope I gave you some good information there, some good knowledge about the state of Washington, okay? Wanted to give you some introduction there, okay? And follow us on TikTok, follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, okay, here on YouTube, and learn some knowledge, okay? Subscribe to our channel, tell your friends about us. Also go to our free event, taxsalesevent.com, taxsalesevent.com. Register for our free event that we have usually every single week, okay? And learn about the tax sales, tax lien investing, tax deed investing, and tax redeemable tax deeds. And what's the motto? You're one step away from your dreams coming true in the tax sales. So guys, until next time, we'll see you then.